What is up, everybody? Jarrett from Empire of Assets here, and today I wanted to talk about inserts, some of my favorite inserts, why I think they're a good buy right now, and just why they kind of offer something a little bit different. So if you haven't been living under a rock, you've noticed that pretty much all sports cards markets have taken a pretty good dip, certain cards more than others for sure. The biggest one that's taking a huge dip is going to be base Prism cards, that there is thousands and tens of thousands of these things graded. For example, the Zion Williamson base Prism card, there is just so many of those out there that they have really tanked in price. Zion had a really great sophomore season, and a lot of his card prices have still fallen 30 to 50% because people are just kind of realizing that there's not enough collectors at the end of the day that actually want to hold multiple base Prism Zion rookie cards. Maybe you want to have one, but there's not 15,000 people that all want to hold one, and there's nobody that wants to hold 100 of them. So as flippers get out and people that are looking to buy and then sell higher to the next guy, as that kind of isn't working, nobody wants to get left holding the bag, and prices have really started to fall on a lot of those. So that has kind of driven a lot of people to the numbered parallels. People like cards that they know there's only 199, 99, 75, 50, 10. People like those cards. They hold value a lot better, and they have done a lot better during this market slowdown than a lot of the other stuff. This brings me to inserts, which we were talking about today. There is a lot of inserts that I think are garbage, and there is a lot that are really good, that hold really high values. I like the short print or the super short print personally. So there is 3 that we are going to be talking about today that I really like. We'll save the best for last, so stick around for that. But first, I want to talk about the Marvels series. These were originally, it's a Donruss card. They are inserted into the regular Donruss set. Basketball was the first place that I saw the Net Marvel series. I like these because they are, they're not super popular. I think they are a short print product, and they do combine sports with superhero comic booky feel, which obviously is very desirable. People like the comic book action hero style of cards. They're really nice cards. I think they're very well done. And obviously with Disney being so popular and using that sort of net Marvels, you're not quite saying it's Marvel, but it's really close. I think you get a lot of good IP there. So that is one card that I really like. The football, they're called quarterback Marvels, are really hard to find. An Aaron Rodgers one, who's normally kind of my go-to guy that I look at when looking at prices on stuff. One is never sold, so there is no pricing history. That is in the 2020 Donruss set. There is a Tom Brady up. They are ridiculously expensive. You're talking several $1,000s, which is the biggest problem with these short print inserts or super short print inserts, is they're just so expensive. If you have the money, it's a great place to put your money and see a steady climb, similar to like a blue chip rookie card. They're just going to keep creeping up over time, because usually they don't print a second run of the same player, so you only have 1 year of them, and they are just hard to get, and people do actually want to collect them. And as they gain more notoriety and people kind of say, oh, I like this Marvel set, I want to collect them all, or collect my favorite quarterback or NBA player, I do think they'll draw more people in. This leads me to my second insert that I really like, which is another Donruss or Optic. They both have them, and that is the Downtown series. These cards are really neat because they are just something different. And personally, if you are a player that, or a person that lives in the city where the player plays, and then they tie in these sort of geographical landmark icons, I think it is really cool, and I think these are really desirable. Personally, I like the Optic better, and I think the market likes the Optic better because they're usually more expensive than the Donruss, and they have the kind of cool lasery looking pattern. I did own an Aaron Rodgers 2018 Optic Downtown. I love this card. I did sell it because I thought it was at its peak back when they were in the NFC Championship. Unfortunately, that was not the case, and they have gone up. The other thing is my card did have a dent in it, which I did disclose when I sold it, but I was not looking to hold a non-mint dented card. Right now those are about $170, but you have the Milk in there for Wisconsin, the dairy state. You have the Badger, the state mascot of my personal college university. I think it looks really cool. You have the cheese, you have the ice cream. It's just a really neat card, and I think if you live in any city where this card is sort of portraying, you can kind of feel some pride in seeing all of the things that your city represents on the card. So I think these will do really well over the long term. You can already see that. I do believe some of these, there is multiples. I think Tom Brady has like a Patriots one and then also a Tampa Bay one. So some of these will be repeated. Aaron Rodgers has a 2018 and a 2020, but I think they're different enough, and I think they are limited enough and also will have a really high demand that I think these will always do really well. So that's the number 2 insert. That one's a little cheaper, so definitely one that you guys could look at scooping up if you want to buy like an Aaron Rodgers card, but you don't want to buy the rookie card. I think these are a really good another second option. And then the third one, which is the reason I made this video, this is probably my favorite insert of all time. I think these will do probably the best out of almost any inserts ever, and that is the Panini Prism Color Blast inserts. I recently have kind of done a deep dive on these, looking at the new UFC Prism set, but they are in so many sports. The cards look so clean, and they are super short printed, 1 per every 10 boxes, and I believe they are hobby exclusive in the UFC world anyways. I don't know about the rest of sports, but you kind of have 2 huge things going. Obviously the super short print, they are really hard to get. You are opening thousands of dollars worth of products to have a chance to pull even one of these cards. But then you also have the fact that there is UFC, soccer, basketball, football. They make the Color Blast for so many different sports, and I think that people are going to see those, and that is kind of like their grail card, because you are talking several $1,000s usually for a well-known player in these. Like a Patrick Mahomes, you're talking 10 grand or more. Tom Brady is the same way. Aaron Rodgers, very expensive. UFC, a Khabib is also going to be in that several $1,000 range. The cheapest one you can find for around $550, I think, in the UFC set. So they're really expensive cards, but I think if you have the money, they will do incredibly well over the long term. I think it's because it's very easy to go from, oh, I like the NFL, I collect the NFL, I have a couple Color Blasts, and now I want to get into UFC, let's say. You watch fighting a little bit, you want to collect some cards. It's really easy to go straight to the Color Blast set, not knowing anything else about any of the cards, and pick up some of those. They will have it could be one of the most famous brand lines of the Panini set. I get they are inserts, but definitely think it'll be one of the most recognizable cards going forward. And I think over the next 5, 10, 20, 50 years, I think these will always be incredibly recognizable. And I think they will do really well. The one thing I do not like about the Panini Color Blast cards is that they don't have the rookie card logo, even if it did come out in the player's rookie year. For example, like the UFC ones, some of those guys, it probably should be their rookie card. Football, I know for sure, like the Justin Herbert one does not have a rookie card logo, which brings me to another knockoff. We'll say the Great Value Color Blast set, which is Obsidian. These do have rookie logos, so while I don't think Obsidian will ever catch up to Color Blast with the black background versus the white background, I don't like the black as much. It takes away from the popping of the color, and I also don't think that the Color Blast itself looks as cool or as nice on the Obsidian cards as it does on the super clean Prism Color Blast cards. You do get a rookie card logo. For example, the one I know for sure is the Jordan Love, again going back to the Packers, but the Jordan Love Obsidian Color Blast does have a rookie card logo, which I do think helps tighten the gap quite a bit between the Obsidian and the Prism versions of the Color Blast. So that was just something I wanted to throw out there. We're just about to hit 10 minutes, so I will wrap the video up. Let me know in the comments what insert you guys like the best out of these 3, or if there's one that I missed that you like better. I would love to hear it. Otherwise, subscribe for more card content all the time, and we will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.